How to touch her during a hug so she craves you. Psychology tricks. Attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity. Simone Weil. Attraction doesn't start with clever lines or perfect timing. It starts before a word is spoken, in the quiet language of the body. Touch, posture, and presence often tell the truth long before your voice does. A hug, when you offer it with awareness, can be one of the strongest signals you send. It doesn't argue or impress, it reaches straight for the nervous system and says, "You're safe." Safety isn't the opposite of desire, it's the doorway. Only when she feels secure will she relax, soften, and allow connection to deepen. Most of us underestimate how much psychology lives inside a single embrace. A hurried squeeze reads as distant. A shaky one reads as unsure. But a steady, grounded, confident hold lingers in memory, not because it overwhelms, but because it's balanced. What makes you unforgettable isn't force, it's intention. Not the squeeze of your arms, but the calm in your presence. Not dominance, but attunement. In the pages ahead, we'll unpack practical principles that turn an ordinary hug into a quietly magnetic moment, one that feels warm, respectful, and real. These aren't tricks to bypass consent or manipulate feelings. They're tools that sharpen your emotional intelligence, timing, breath, posture, and the art of reading her response. When you learn to hug with presence, to touch with mindfulness, to move with calm control, and to communicate without words, you stop chasing attraction. You create the conditions for it to arise naturally. The secret isn't doing more, it's being more present. 1. Presence before touch. Before your hands ever meet her body, something else connects first: your energy. Women feel that before anything else. It's invisible but undeniable, the kind of signal that tells her whether she should open up or pull back. And here's the truth: presence is power. Real men know this. A hug isn't just two bodies pressing together, it's an exchange of emotion, confidence, and calm. Don't rush. Don't fake ease. Be still. Be deliberate. That's what mastery looks like. When your presence speaks before your words do, she feels it in her bones. That's not magic. That's female psychology at work, one of the most subtle yet potent psychology tricks you'll ever use without saying a word. When you walk toward her, do it like a man who already knows he belongs there. Let your breath slow down. Let your chest rise and fall with calm rhythm. Confidence isn't about moving fast, it's about moving with purpose. Most men get this wrong. They mistake speed for certainty, volume for strength, touch for intimacy. Don't make that mistake. Be the calm in the storm. She reads your energy long before she feels your touch. When your body language says, "You're safe with me," her defenses melt before you even close the distance. That's when connection starts, before contact, before the first word, in the space between your approach and her anticipation. That's how to fall in love begins, not in a kiss, but in the quiet trust of your presence. The moment before the hug is the moment that decides everything. She's not analyzing you consciously, her instincts do it for her. Her subconscious checks for safety, steadiness, sincerity. You must give her that. Relax your shoulders. Drop the tension from your jaw. Keep your eyes soft but focused. That's how you communicate calm strength. That's how she knows she can relax into you. Don't dominate, direct. Don't perform, project. Presence isn't about proving who you are, it's about knowing it so deeply that she feels it without question. When your body speaks confidence, her body listens. When your energy says, "You can trust me," her nervous system aligns with yours. That's female psychology responding in real time. That's attraction on a level words can't touch. Be aware of your rhythm. Every breath, every movement, every pause counts. When you hug her, don't cling, contain. Don't squeeze, support. Don't show off, show up. Let her feel that you are grounded, that nothing can shake you. The subtle transfer of calm is one of those quiet psychology tricks that separate men who are remembered from men who are forgotten. Because when you hug with real presence, you're not touching her body, you're reaching her mind. You're showing her what safety feels like, what it means to be held without expectation, without agenda. That's the kind of feeling she will crave again. So be still, be aware, be intentional, because presence is magnetic. It doesn't shout, it hums. It doesn't chase, it attracts. And when she senses that calm confidence, she won't just enjoy your touch, she'll remember it. She'll crave it. That's how energy becomes emotion, how connection becomes chemistry, and how stillness becomes seduction. You don't need lines or tricks, only awareness, confidence, and control. Master that, and you'll master one of the most powerful forms of attraction known to man. That's not just a hug. That's how to fall in love without even trying. 2. Respecting boundaries is the first form of attraction. True connection doesn't start with touch. It starts with respect. Every great moment between a man and a woman, every spark, every heartbeat, begins in that invisible space between them where awareness meets sensitivity. A man who understands boundaries isn't cautious, he's powerful. Because he knows one truth that most miss. Before she trusts your hands, she must trust your presence. That's the mark of a high-value man, the kind who doesn't chase, doesn't force, doesn't rush. He simply knows how to feel the moment. A hug that melts her defenses isn't built on pressure, it's built on perception. It starts with the awareness of boundaries, physical, emotional, and energetic. When you take a second to read her body language, you're doing more than being polite. You're communicating that you're emotionally intelligent, that you can sense her comfort without her saying a word. That's rare. That's what makes you stand out. That's what makes her lean in. Women crave that kind of awareness because it feels safe, grounding, almost magnetic. You want to attract women? Start by respecting them in ways most men never do. If she steps toward you, meet her halfway, no more, no less. That's balance. If she hesitates, don't fill the silence with action. Wait. That's not passivity, it's patience. That's the quiet confidence of masculine energy at work. A man who doesn't rush gives her space to decide, and that space is where trust grows. Remember this paradox. When a woman feels safe, she opens. When she feels rushed, she closes. Every time. So, don't be the man who lunges for connection. Be the man who allows it to unfold. Respect is not weakness. Don't ever mistake gentleness for softness or caution for fear. Real strength is restraint. Control is not suppression, it's mastery. When you hold yourself back just enough to show you could but choose not to, that's when she feels your power. You're not asking for permission, you're creating trust. You're showing her that you're capable of leading without overpowering. And once trust exists, everything that follows feels natural, fluid, almost effortless. That's what high-value men understand instinctively. A hug built on respect doesn't feel like performance, it feels like connection. It's not about proving anything, it's about being present enough that she feels seen, not seized. The most powerful way to begin that hug isn't by reaching first, it's by pausing. By showing, through stillness, that you honor her space. That's the essence of masculine energy, calm, grounded, certain. No showmanship, no neediness. Just a quiet, magnetic presence that says, I see you and I'm here. That's how you attract women, not with tricks, but with truth. Not with pressure, but with patience. Every woman remembers the man who made her feel safe enough to open, to breathe, to lean closer. Be that man. Don't invade, invite. Don't grab, guide. Don't demand. Draw her in with calm certainty. That silent respect turns a simple gesture into something unforgettable. Because the most seductive thing about a high-value man isn't his words or even his touch, it's his awareness. And when you master that, you don't just earn attraction. You create it. Naturally. Powerfully. Permanently. 3. Move with intention, not impulse. Move with intention, not impulse. Every movement you make carries silent power. When your body speaks with calm purpose, she listens. When you move too fast, too tense, she senses chaos. Touch is not about grabbing, it's about grounding. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That's the essence of Old Stoic wisdom. When you embrace her, don't take the hug, invite it. Let your arms move like they already know peace. Slow, steady, present. Because presence is rare and rarity commands desire. The moment you slow down, her nervous system mirrors yours. It's pure psychology, what experts call co-regulation. A calm man calms the woman he holds. A frantic man makes her pull away. You must learn the difference. Don't chase excitement. Create stability. That's how you make her crave your touch, not through dominance, but through control. The kind of control that comes from an iron mind. In modern life, men rush everything: work, messages, relationships. They forget that patience is magnetic. When the world is chaotic, the calm man wins. That's Stoicism win. Your stillness becomes her safety. Your peace becomes her attraction. Think of it this way: the world rewards those who move with certainty. Uncertain men rush, powerful men pace. Be the man who pauses between movements, who owns silence, who radiates intention. Don't let impulse dictate your body. Train your movements like a samurai of emotion. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior, said Confucius. That's not a metaphor, it's a code. Every time you slow down, you're proving mastery. Every deliberate gesture whispers confidence. I'm not here to take. I'm here to connect. That's how you turn a simple hug into electricity. Remember, energy flows from the grounded to the ungrounded. If you're centered, she feels safe. If you're lost, she feels tense. Don't seek her reaction. Embody your intention. Let your breath lead your movement. Breathe deep, stand tall, hold steady. That is the language of power. That is the mark of a man with old Stoic wisdom. Modern psychology agrees. The most attractive energy is emotional regulation, the ability to stay calm under pressure. So when you touch her, move like time is yours. Let her feel your rhythm, your patience, your mastery. You must understand, control isn't stiffness, it's flow with awareness. The goal isn't to perform, it's to be. The world teaches speed, but attraction rewards stillness. Don't rush her body, guide her energy. Don't push for a reaction, create resonance. Let every hug remind her that she's in the arms of a man who knows himself. Because when you know yourself, she'll feel it before you speak. That's the psychology of touch. That's the art of presence. And that's how you win, with Stoicism win, with iron mind, with deliberate motion that says, I am peace. I am strength. I am here. If this message resonates with you, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more deep insights on human connection and psychology. Comment to remember, my calm energy creates safety and attraction. 4. The art of supportive touch. Where you touch her matters more than you think. Every gesture you make carries a message, and in the language of female psychology, your hands speak louder than your words ever could. Don't touch to control, touch to connect. The difference between comfort and discomfort isn't about pressure or strength, it's about intention. A simple, steady hand resting on her upper back or shoulder can whisper security louder than 1,000 empty compliments. That is what makes her lean closer, not because you dominate her space, but because you make her feel safe within it. You must understand that attraction is not born from aggression, it's born from awareness. Real psychology tricks aren't manipulation, they're mastery of attention, of energy, of emotion. Be the man who reads the unspoken language of touch. Be the one who knows that the slightest, most mindful movement can echo in her heart long after the hug ends. When you hug her, don't pull her in as if you own her. Draw her in as if you understand her. Let your body say, I see you, not I want you. Your touch should tell her she's valued, not possessed. Don't linger too long. Don't make it mechanical. Be subtle, be sure, and be kind. Because the moment your hand moves with genuine care, she feels it, and that feeling is what lingers in her memory. Touch, when done right, is an invisible bridge between comfort and desire. It's what separates a forgettable moment from one that stirs something deep inside her. Remember, what makes her crave your presence isn't your dominance, it's your grounded calm. That's the real secret behind how to fall in love. It's not about charm or lines, it's about emotional safety disguised as physical ease. Women remember the way you made them feel far longer than the way you made them laugh. That's not guesswork, that's female psychology. When you hold her, imagine you're holding space for her emotions, not just her body. That is the kind of strength that doesn't shout but hums quietly beneath your confidence. Supportive touch is not a performance, it's leadership expressed through gentleness. It says you can breathe here. And when she feels that, she doesn't just relax, she starts to trust. And trust, my friend, is the most powerful of all psychology tricks. Don't underestimate the elegance of restraint. Power doesn't come from pressure, it comes from presence. Be the man who can touch without taking, who can hold without claiming. That's how you become unforgettable, not by what you do, but by how you make her feel seen and safe. Because in the end, she won't recall the exact way your arm wrapped around her. She'll remember the calm that washed over her when it did. That quiet, protective feeling is what her heart interprets as love. So when you hug her next time, don't focus on the move, focus on the meaning. That is how to touch her so she craves you, not through force, but through understanding, awareness, and a kind of emotional intelligence that most men overlook. Be deliberate, be gentle, and above all, be present, because that's where the real connection begins. 5. The balance of time, knowing when to hold and when to let go. A hug is a conversation without words. And like every meaningful conversation, it has a rhythm, a flow. Too short, and it feels like a missed opportunity. Too long, and it turns heavy, even awkward. The art lies in sensing the moment when connection peaks and release becomes an act of grace. Don't count the seconds. Be tuned to her energy instead. Feel the air between you, the subtle language of her body. Notice her breathing, slow or quick, steady or uncertain. Notice the way her shoulders soften or stay tight. That's the story she's telling without saying a word. A high-value man never hugs to possess. He hugs to connect. He doesn't chase the moment, he creates it. That's what masculine energy does. It leads with awareness, not need. When you hold her, let your stillness speak louder than your grip. You're not proving strength by holding on. You're showing presence by knowing when to let go. A good hug lasts just long enough for calm to dissolve tension, just long enough for her to feel your steadiness. Then, when you gently release, it's not rejection, it's respect. That's the secret psychology behind real attraction. When you sense, not force, the right time to end the embrace, you tell her something her subconscious can't ignore. You're safe here. You're a man who can create warmth without clutching, who can be close without crowding. And that's what truly attracts women, not neediness, not performance, but safety wrapped in confidence. Psychologically, something powerful happens in that moment. Her nervous system learns that you are safe, that you offer comfort without pressure. This is the deepest form of masculine energy, controlled, calm, grounded. It's the kind of energy that allows her to breathe deeper when you're near. Don't underestimate that, because safety is not the opposite of passion, it's the foundation of it. Seduction without safety is just noise. But when a woman feels both drawn to you and safe with you, her heart remembers. When you end the hug at the perfect time, calm, deliberate, not rushed, you leave behind something rare, peace. She doesn't feel like something was taken from her. She feels like something real was shared with her. That's the quiet mark of a high-value man, someone who gives presence, not pressure. And later, when she thinks about that hug, and she will, it won't be the duration she remembers. It'll be the feeling. The way your calm steadied her pulse. The way your silence said, I see you. You're safe. So remember, don't hold on too long. Don't let go too soon. Be the man who understands the rhythm of connection, who knows that attraction isn't built by clinging, but by leaving a trace of stillness in her memory. Because the best hugs don't end when the arms separate. They linger, quietly, in the space between two hearts that finally understood each other. If this opened your eyes, like, share, and subscribe for more insights into real connection, not games. Comment to remember, the right hug ends when peace begins. 6. Let silence do the talking. In an age of noise, silence has become a rare art, a weapon of presence. Most men speak too soon, too often, too nervously. But a man of depth understands, silence is power. When you hug her and you stop the world for a second, no chatter, no jokes, no empty noise, you create something few men ever master. You create gravity. As Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Your silence colors the moment with strength, calm, and unspoken confidence. You are not avoiding conversation, you are commanding energy. You are showing what Old Stoic wisdom has always taught: control the inner storm, and the outer world bends to your stillness. That is how Stoicism wins. Most people fear silence because silence reveals truth. It strips away masks. It forces the soul to stand naked in the presence of another. But when you, as a man, can hold that space, calm, grounded, unwavering, she feels it. She senses an iron mind behind that steady breathing. You're not rushing to fill the moment because you own it. You're not seeking her approval because you already approve of yourself. That is the quiet dominance of a man who leads without saying a word. It's not arrogance, it's mastery. As Epictetus said, no great thing is created suddenly. The same applies to presence. It's built through restraint, through stillness, through choosing when not to speak. When your body is still and your breath is deep, she feels safe. She feels seen. And that safety breeds attraction more powerful than any line or compliment. Words chase, silence invites. Words try to prove, silence just is. Don't underestimate how much energy travels through that quiet connection. In those few seconds of a hug, your heartbeat steadies hers. Your rhythm becomes her rhythm. You both fall out of thinking and into feeling, that primal state where trust, desire, and comfort are born. That's not romance from a movie. That's biology meeting psychology, guided by presence. That is Stoicism winning in modern life. Don't try to explain the moment afterward. Don't analyze. Don't label. Let her feel the echo of your calm. She'll remember it because you didn't force her to. You didn't perform. You simply existed. That's what a strong man does. He doesn't chase validation. He commands respect through stillness. The modern world tries to convince men that constant action equals control. Wrong. True control is doing nothing when everything inside you wants to fill the void. That's the moment you separate yourself from average men, when you can stand in silence and let her lean into it. That's your iron mind holding steady while her defenses fall. In today's fast, loud, distracted world, silence is rebellion. It's leadership. It's rare. When you master it, you send a message that cuts through the noise. I don't need to speak to be felt. And that's when she craves you, not for what you say, but for how she feels when you say nothing at all. Remember this: talk impresses minds, but silence touches souls. Don't be the man who fills space. Be the man who is the space. Let silence be your language. Let stillness be your strength. That is the embodiment of Old Stoic wisdom, the living proof of Stoicism win, and the mark of an iron mind that no chaos can shake. Own that silence, and you'll own the moment. 7. The gentle release, leaving calm in your wake. Ending a hug isn't just a small detail, it's the grand finale of the emotional symphony you've just played. Don't ruin the melody by walking off the stage too fast. Most men make this mistake. They disconnect too quickly. Their arms fall like heavy curtains after the show, and the warmth between you collapses into awkward silence. Don't do that. Be deliberate. Be aware. The way you end a hug speaks louder than the words you could ever say. When you master this moment, you turn ordinary contact into something quietly magnetic, one of those subtle psychology tricks that lingers in her subconscious long after you've walked away. As you release her, slow your tempo. Let your arms drift apart, not fall. Keep your breath steady and your shoulders relaxed. This calm control tells her nervous system, without a single word, that she's safe, that the energy between you isn't being ripped apart but gently transformed. You're not ending the moment, you're guiding it to a graceful landing. That's the difference between a man who simply hugs and a man who understands female psychology. She won't analyze it logically, she'll feel it. Her body will register the steadiness, the care, the lack of haste. Her mind will file it away as a signal of emotional maturity, of presence. This is how connection builds, how trust forms, and yes, how to fall in love often begins, not with grand gestures, but with micro moments of awareness. Think of it like this: when your touch fades naturally, it leaves a soft emotional echo, not an abrupt cutoff. It's a closing note that feels intentional, gentle, and satisfying. This is emotional pacing, a powerful psychology trick that keeps both of your nervous systems in sync. It's the rhythm of intimacy, neither rushing nor lingering too long, just harmonizing in time. When two people align like that, even a simple hug becomes a conversation between souls. Don't underestimate the quiet power of that. Be the man who knows the rhythm, not the man who fumbles the beat. Remember, power doesn't live in your grip, it lives in your grace. Don't hold on to prove strength. Hold on just long enough to show presence, then let go like a man who knows the value of timing. That is confidence. That is control. That is what makes her crave you, not the pressure of your arms, but the precision of your awareness. Every move, every breath, every pause is a silent declaration. You can trust my calm. And here's the real secret: when you release her slowly, your steadiness becomes her memory. She may not recall every detail of the hug, but she'll remember how her body felt: calm, seen, safe. That's the emotional fingerprint you leave behind. It's a masterstroke of female psychology, a subtle whisper of safety and attraction intertwined. Don't rush it. Be present, be kind, and let your calm do the talking. When you end a hug with intention, you don't just say goodbye, you plant a feeling that lingers, that pulls her back in ways words never could. That's not just romance, that's emotional craftsmanship, and one of the oldest, most beautiful psychology tricks in the art of how to fall in love. If you understand this, you're already different. Most people rush, unaware that calm is the real signal of confidence. Master the art of letting go gently, and she'll feel your presence long after you've released her. Write this below to claim your awareness. I release with calm, and she feels my presence. 8. The language of eye contact. After a hug, don't rush to break the connection. That moment right after, the space between touch and release, is sacred. When you let go too fast, you shatter something tender that was just beginning to form. But when you pause for a heartbeat and meet her eyes, something electric happens. You don't need intensity. You need presence. Quiet, grounded, steady presence. That single moment of eye contact bridges the physical and the emotional. It's like the soul saying, "Hey, I felt that too." Most men rush. They pat her shoulder, laugh awkwardly, and look away, breaking the very spell they worked to create. But a high-value man doesn't rush. He lets silence do the talking. He holds her gaze softly, not like a hunter stalking prey, but like a man completely at ease with himself. Why does this matter? Because in that shared stillness, her mind and body begin to sync with yours. The psychology behind the gaze. Eye contact after connection is powerful because it confirms sincerity. It's the unspoken, "that was real." You don't have to say it, your eyes already did. In neuroscience, mutual gaze triggers oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It creates what scientists call a feedback loop of trust and empathy. Her brain reads your calm masculine energy and mirrors it back. That's why she feels safe, drawn in, even if she can't explain why. This isn't manipulation. It's alignment. It's how humans connect on the deepest, oldest level, before language, before thought. When you mix that calm masculine presence with the softness of a good hug, you create something grounding yet magnetic. It's gravity, not effort. The power of stillness. The key is composure. Don't smirk. Don't overthink. Be still. Be grounded. Just breathe and allow the quiet to expand between you. The silence isn't empty, it's charged. It's saying everything words can't. If she looks away first, that's not rejection. That's a reaction. It means she felt something. Her body needed to escape the voltage of your presence for a second. That's how attraction works. If you look away, let it be slow, natural, easy. A high-value man doesn't fidget. He doesn't fill the air with nervous words. He just lets the energy breathe. Connection over control. This moment is not about power. It's not about dominance or proving anything. It's about connection. When your eyes can hold calmness, not force, not demand, your presence speaks louder than any rehearsed line ever could. That's masculine energy in its purest form, stable, certain, unshaken. You must remember, women don't crave chaos. They crave safety within intensity. They want to feel seen, not analyzed. They want to feel drawn in, not chased. So when you meet her eyes after that hug, don't perform. Don't chase. Just be. That's what attracts women, the man who can be still in a moment that others rush to escape. That's the art. That's the psychology. That's how you let your touch linger long after it's gone. Because when your eyes say, that was real, she believes you. And she'll crave that feeling again, not because you took something from her, but because, for a moment, you gave her peace in your presence. 9. The emotion that stays after you leave. Every hug ends, but what lingers afterward defines the man you are. It's not the touch she remembers, it's the feeling you leave behind. Your energy speaks louder than your hands ever could. The old Stoic wisdom teaches, we cannot control events, only our response. That is your weapon. Control your energy. Control your response. Control the residue you leave in her soul. Because attraction doesn't live in the moment, it echoes in memory. When you hug her, don't seek to conquer, seek to connect. Don't rush root. Don't impress, express calm command. She feels your vibration long after your arms release her. That's the art, subtle, powerful, unforgettable. Psychology calls it emotional residue. The greats call it presence. It's the unseen fingerprint of your mind upon another. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel, said Maya Angelou. Remember that. Every time you touch her, your energy becomes your signature. If your presence radiates peace, respect, and steadiness, that's what will haunt her in the best way. That's how Stoicism wins. The iron mind doesn't chase emotion. It creates calm amid it. It knows that strength isn't loud. It's silent. It's still. It's the quiet confidence that says, you're safe here. Don't fidget. Don't overthink. Don't rush to fill silence. She doesn't need words. She needs stability. The man who can stand still in his energy, grounded and present, becomes magnetic without effort. Old Stoic wisdom reminds us that calmness is the highest form of power. That's what you must embody. When you hold her, imagine your heartbeat teaching her body to slow down. That's connection. That's control. That's mastery. You're not there to provoke chaos. You're there to bring peace. And peace, my friend, is what she'll crave once you're gone. Because peace is rare. Peace is irresistible. Peace is the mark of an iron mind. Modern life is chaos. Every man is rushing, scrolling, chasing. But the man who can pause, who can breathe, wins. Let others talk. Let others boast. You must be still. That's the Stoicism win. That's emotional dominance through serenity. When you leave her, don't linger for validation. Don't seek approval. Walk away with quiet confidence. Leave her wondering why her world feels emptier without your energy. Because you didn't just hug her, you imprinted something ancient, something unshakable. You showed her that connection can be safe, strong, and masculine without aggression. Let's be clear. The most powerful attraction isn't born from tension, it's born from peace. When you make someone feel calm in your presence, you've already won. That is your edge. That is your victory. Don't underestimate it. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior, said Confucius. Control your breath. Control your energy. Control your leaving. That's what separates the man of noise from the man of power. The man with the iron mind knows the end of a hug is not the end, it's the echo. And that echo is what makes you unforgettable. So let her remember how she felt, not what you said. Let her crave that grounded certainty that only a man of discipline can offer. Be calm. Be kind. Be decisive. Let your silence speak. Because when you master your presence, when you live by old Stoic wisdom, when your mind becomes iron and your soul still is stone, you've already won the deepest game of attraction there is. That is mastery. That is magnetism. That is how a man leaves a mark that time cannot erase. So remember, attraction isn't about perfect moves or secret tricks. It's about the energy you carry into each moment. When you hug with presence, you're not just touching someone, you're letting them feel your calm, your sincerity, your balance. If there's one thing I want you to take away, it's this. Don't hug to impress, hug to connect. Because what people truly crave isn't intensity, it's safety, peace, and authenticity. That's what stays in their mind long after the moment's over. Thanks for watching, my friend. Take care of your energy, take care of your heart, and I'll see you in the next one.